Turning $100 into $10,000 in trading is not about luck, secret indicators, or some magical strategy. It's not about finding a hidden trick that no one else knows. The real secret is building the right mental habits that grow over time, just like money earns interest in a bank account. Most traders focus only on the technical side of trading. They stare at charts, chase signals, and react to news events, but they completely ignore what's happening inside their own minds. The truth is, mindset plays a much bigger role than most people realize. The decisions you make under pressure, your daily habits, and how you react emotionally are what decide whether a small account grows slowly or disappears completely. The first mental habit is patience. New traders usually want fast results. They see a setup and feel a strong urge to jump in right away, even when it doesn't fully match their rules. They don't want to miss out. But patience is more than just waiting. It's active control. It's the ability to sit back, watch the market, and ignore trades that don't truly fit your plan. It means only taking trades when everything lines up with your edge. When you practice patience consistently, you avoid impulsive entries that slowly drain your account. These small, emotional mistakes often cost more than fees or long losing streaks. Over time, patience compounds just like profits do. The next habit is discipline. Discipline is the backbone of real growth. It makes sure your actions follow your plan, not your emotions. Without discipline, even the best trading strategy will fail. You need clear rules for risk management, position size, and trade entries, and you must follow them strictly. For example, risking only 1 to 2% per trade may feel slow when you're starting with $100. It might even feel pointless. But over hundreds of trades, this habit protects your capital and gives it space to grow steadily. Discipline stops self-sabotage and keeps you moving forward, even when emotions try to pull you off track. Another powerful habit is journaling every trade. This means writing down not only your results, but also why you took each trade. What were you thinking? How were you feeling? Were fear or greed involved? Over time, reviewing your journal helps you notice patterns in your behavior. You start seeing repeated mistakes and strong habits. This allows you to fix what's holding you back and strengthen what's working. The mental clarity you gain from journaling is just as valuable as any strategy or indicator. Risk management is not just a rule, it's a mindset. Many beginners are drawn to high-risk trades because the reward looks exciting. Big wins feel tempting. But without respecting risk as the true cost of trading, one bad decision can destroy everything. When you think in probabilities and accept that losses are part of the game, your emotions calm down. You begin to understand that protecting your capital matters more than chasing every possible win. That mindset is what allows small accounts to grow into big ones. Another habit that separates successful traders is visualization. Take time to imagine yourself trading correctly. Picture yourself following your plan, entering calmly, and accepting losses without panic. This mental practice prepares you for real market pressure. It trains your mind to respond logically instead of emotionally. And it doesn't take long. Just a few minutes before each trading session can greatly improve how you make decisions under stress. Consistency is one of the most ignored habits in trading. Compounding isn't only about money. It's about repeating the same good behavior every day. If you follow your rules most of the time but break them during stressful moments, those few mistakes can erase months of progress. Real growth comes from executing your plan again and again, even when the market tries to tempt you into bad decisions. Each disciplined trade is a small brick. Over time, those bricks build something solid. Another critical habit is emotional control. Your mind will constantly test you. You'll feel the urge to chase losses, overtrade, or abandon your plan. These urges show up almost every day. Learning to notice them, accept them without judgment, and still act according to your strategy is essential. Emotional control isn't something you're born with. It's built through practice, reflection, and awareness. The final habit that supports long-term growth is continuous learning. Markets change, and your approach must change with them. Successful traders never stop learning. They make it part of their routine. Every win, every loss, and every unexpected move becomes a lesson. When you treat trading as a journey of constant improvement, your habits grow alongside your account. Before we go deeper, let me ask you something. Are you struggling with fear, doubt, or overtrading? The truth is, most traders don't fail because their strategy is bad. They fail because their psychology is weak. When you combine patience, discipline, journaling, risk management, visualization, consistency, emotional control, and continuous learning, your $100 account starts to behave differently. It no longer depends on luck or emotional decisions. It grows because your mind is trained to act calmly, logically, and consistently. This mental compounding, paired with proper risk management, is what allows small accounts to reach big milestones. It's easy to chase shortcuts, indicators, or quick wins. But the truth is, your habits are far more powerful than any strategy. Traders who focus on their mindset often discover that profits come naturally. Every small choice, every controlled reaction, and every disciplined action compounds just like money in your account. This chapter ends with one clear truth. Turning $100 into $10,000 is not about luck or perfect timing. It's about building mental habits that support disciplined, consistent, and rational trading. When you train your mind as much as your charts, financial growth follows. The real question is this: are you willing to train your mind every day to make it happen? Growth in trading is never just about perfect entries or flawless setups. What truly separates successful traders from struggling ones is how they manage themselves. Turning $100 into $10,000 doesn't happen overnight. It's built through discipline, emotional control, and a strong mental foundation. Chapter 2 goes deeper into the habits that allow traders to compound both their money and mindset over time. One of the most important lessons is understanding that losses are not failures, they are lessons. Many traders take losses personally, which leads to frustration, doubt, and revenge trading. Profitable traders see losses as part of a probability game. When you risk a small amount and follow your rules, a loss is simply a temporary setback, not a threat to your future. This mindset alone can completely change how your $100 grows over time. Another key habit is patience in every sense. Patience means waiting for the right trade, sticking to your plan, and letting your edge play out. Small accounts often fail because of overtrading. Chasing weak setups drains both money and confidence. But when you wait for quality trades, you give yourself repeated chances to win with an advantage. Each patient trade strengthens your skills and your account. Detaching from outcomes is also essential. Wins and losses will happen, but your reaction to them determines your future. Emotional detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you don't let results control your decisions. When you separate your identity from your trades, you stay calm and rational. This prevents fear-based exits, emotional entries, and revenge trades that destroy small accounts. Consistency is another pillar of success. It's not about being perfect. It's about repeating the right actions again and again. Think of it like planting seeds. You water them every day, even when you're tired. Over time, they grow. Each disciplined trade is a seed. Skipping discipline once may not hurt, but repeated mistakes weaken your foundation faster than the market ever could. Finally, risk management is just as mental as it is technical. Many traders search endlessly for perfect setups but ignore how much they're risking on each trade. Without proper risk control, even the best strategy won't save a small account. Keeping risk small and consistent is what protects your progress. When you limit risk to a fixed, low percentage, no single mistake can ruin your journey. One bad trade won't wipe you out. This approach also keeps your emotions calm, because every decision comes from planning, not fear or panic. A small account can only grow when losses are controlled and wins are allowed to grow in a structured, disciplined way. Compounding works best when risk is respected at all times. Visualization and mental rehearsal continue to play an important role. Many successful traders mentally walk through trades before they ever place them. They imagine the setup forming, the entry, the stop loss, and how they will react if the trade wins or loses. This mental training prepares the mind for stressful moments. When real trades happen, emotions feel more familiar and easier to manage. A $100 account may look small, but the pressure it creates is very real. The lessons learned at this stage are priceless. Each mental rehearsal builds confidence, sharpens focus, and improves your ability to act calmly when outcomes are uncertain. Another powerful habit is avoiding comparison. Many traders constantly look at other people's accounts, flashy social media posts, or so-called market gurus promising fast success. This comparison creates impatience and greed. Once that happens, traders start overtrading or taking risks they are not ready for. Profitable traders stay focused on their own process. They understand that compounding growth is personal and takes time. Comparing yourself to others only adds noise and pulls attention away from the actions that actually matter. Self-awareness is just as important. Knowing your mental strengths and weaknesses allows you to build better habits. Do you revenge trade after a loss? Do you overtrade when a setup looks too perfect? When you admit these tendencies and plan for them, they lose their power. They stop being hidden problems and become manageable behaviors. Regular reflection helps you stay in control and strengthens habits that support long-term growth. A continuous learning mindset is also essential. Markets change, and your thinking must change with them. When you actively seek knowledge, review results, and adjust your approach, your $100 account grows not only in money, but in skill and experience. Traders who stop learning quickly hit a wall. Those who keep learning compound both their capital and their ability. Emotional control, patience, discipline, risk management, visualization, self-awareness, and learning together create a mental structure that allows small accounts to grow faster and stronger. When these habits are practiced daily, their effect becomes much bigger than any single trade. At this point, the $100 is no longer just money. It becomes proof of your discipline and decision-making. Every trade, every pause, and every controlled reaction adds to a long-term growth path. Now it's no longer about luck. It's about habits, consistency, and the mental edge you build every single day. The final step in growing a small account is mastering the mindset that survives all market conditions. By now, the foundation is in place. Emotional control, patience, discipline, and risk management are already developed. But true growth needs one more layer, mental resilience and a strategic mindset that goes beyond just following rules. Chapter 3 shows how to turn these principles into daily actions, so that both skill and capital compound naturally. One of the most overlooked ideas in trading is perspective. Many traders treat each trade like it will make or break them. This way of thinking destroys small accounts. When every trade feels like life or death, fear and greed take control. Logic disappears. Profitable traders see things differently. They see each trade as just one part of a much bigger series. No single win or loss defines their future. This mindset creates emotional balance and makes compounding possible. Seeing trades as part of a bigger picture reduces stress and improves decision-making, especially when starting with just $100. Adaptability is another key skill. Markets change constantly. Holding on to one method without reviewing performance leads to stagnation or losses. Adaptive traders regularly analyze their setups, results, and behavior. They adjust based on volatility, liquidity, and changing conditions. Every win and every loss becomes feedback. This mindset turns small accounts into strong, flexible accounts ready for larger growth. Mental discipline also means handling wins properly. Many traders get overconfident after a few successful trades. They increase risk or abandon rules, and small accounts suffer. Profitable traders enjoy wins, but they quickly return to process thinking. A win is information, not permission to break rules. Staying consistent no matter the result keeps growth steady and emotions balanced. Visualization becomes even more important at this stage. Traders don't just imagine single trades anymore. They imagine full sessions, winning streaks, losses, sudden volatility, and unexpected news. This prepares the mind to stay calm in all situations. The account may be small, but the mindset becomes professional. Emotional reactions fade, discipline strengthens, and execution improves. Mental resilience also means separating self-worth from account size. Many traders tie their confidence to their balance. When losses happen, ego takes over and leads to revenge trading. Profitable traders don't do this. They know long-term success comes from process, not short-term numbers. This separation keeps decisions logical and stable, which is essential for compounding growth. Journaling and self-reflection strengthen this process. Writing down trades, thoughts, emotions, and lessons turns experience into understanding. Many traders skip this, but it's one of the biggest differences between serious traders and casual ones. Journaling exposes patterns before they become dangerous. It protects small accounts and builds confidence in what works. Another habit that boosts growth is strategic scaling. Even a $100 account can grow faster when position sizes are increased slowly and responsibly. As long as risk stays percentage-based, growth can accelerate safely. This is not reckless risk-taking. It's controlled expansion backed by discipline and patience. Financial compounding also builds confidence and prepares traders for larger capital. Finally, a process-driven mindset ties everything together. Instead of chasing results, focus on doing the right things repeatedly. Analyze setups, execute correctly, manage risk, and review outcomes. When success is measured by execution quality instead of account balance, pressure decreases. Growth becomes natural. Over time, these habits compound, and the psychological weight of trading fades. That's how small accounts grow into something meaningful. Your mindset becomes even stronger when you learn how to control your attention and remove distractions. Trading demands focus, and emotional mistakes usually happen when your attention is divided. Watching too many markets at once, scrolling through social media, or comparing yourself to other traders slowly weakens discipline. When your focus is scattered, emotions take over. Creating a daily routine that emphasizes focus, review, and planned execution helps reduce impulsive decisions. A clean, disciplined mental environment supports steady growth, both in skill and account size. In the long run, patience over months and years is the hidden force that turns $100 into $10,000. Every trade you take, every disciplined decision, every risk-controlled action, and every lesson you learn adds to a slow but powerful upward path. There are no shortcuts. Success does not come from one lucky trade or one massive win. It comes from repeating the right behaviors over and over. Small wins compound when your mindset supports consistency. By combining emotional control, self-reflection, adaptability, process-focused thinking, and strong execution, traders create conditions where growth becomes almost unavoidable. Remember, compounding works in both directions. Ignoring your mental habits, breaking rules, or chasing emotional highs can erase weeks or even months of progress. On the other hand, steady discipline, patience, and resilience can turn even small gains into meaningful growth. The journey from $100 to $10,000 isn't just about money. It's about transforming how you think, how you control emotions, and how you make decisions. The real question now is this: are you ready to fully commit to these habits, not just for the next trade, but for long-term, consistent growth? By the time you reach this stage, you've already built strong foundational habits. You've developed emotional control, discipline, and a mindset that allows a small account to grow steadily. Chapter 4 focuses on pulling everything together and applying it for long-term, exponential growth. This is where patience, discipline, and mental strength come together with execution. The goal is to turn ordinary trading into consistent profitability. Here, everything you've learned is integrated to ensure that your $100 doesn't just survive, but grows into $10,000 and beyond. At this stage, growth is mostly psychological. You can have the best strategy in the world, but without the right mindset, every gain will eventually disappear. Most traders don't fail because markets are impossible. They fail because they get in their own way. Fear, greed, impatience, and overconfidence quietly sabotage progress. Now, you need a mental framework that values consistency over excitement, process over short-term results, and learning over ego. Every trade should follow a clear structure. Pre-market preparation becomes essential. This includes reviewing setups, checking important economic events, and mentally rehearsing trades. Mental rehearsal isn't just a habit, it trains your brain to stay calm when real money is at risk. By the time you enter a trade, your mind has already walked through possible outcomes. This preparation allows you to respond with discipline instead of emotion. Uncertainty turns into controlled opportunity. At this level, risk management must feel automatic. Every trade should have clearly defined risk, and no single trade should ever threaten your account. Many traders make the mistake of increasing risk after a win or trying to recover losses with oversized positions. This behavior destroys small accounts. Instead, focus on position sizes that allow you to survive losing streaks while staying confident in your edge. This mindset turns trading from gambling into a structured, business-like activity. Another key habit is learning to detach from outcomes. Losses will happen. Frustration is natural. But profitable traders don't treat losses as personal failures. They treat them as information. Each losing trade is feedback, not a judgment on skill or worth. This emotional detachment allows faster recovery and long-term consistency, both far more valuable than a single big win. Compounding is not just math. It's a mindset. Small, controlled gains stack up over time. Traders who chase big wins often fail. Those who focus on executing their edge repeatedly, managing risk, and staying disciplined see steady growth. Patience is the real secret. Sticking to your plan even when temptation appears is what allows compounding to work. Each small win is a building block, and over time, these blocks overpower the impact of individual losses. Journaling remains a powerful tool at this stage. Writing down trades, emotions, decisions, and outcomes reveals patterns that are easy to miss otherwise. Reviewing your journal helps you identify strengths to reinforce and weaknesses to correct. The process is simple but powerful: execute, record, review, improve. This cycle drives continuous growth, not only financially, but mentally. Over time, journaling builds self-awareness and emotional intelligence, two of the most valuable traits a trader can have. The final piece is mental resilience. Markets will challenge you with volatility, surprise news, and losing streaks. Traders who grow are the ones who stay calm, trust their plan, and refuse to act emotionally. Resilience is built over months of disciplined practice. It's the difference between giving up under pressure and using challenges as fuel for improvement. It protects both your account and your confidence as you scale. When preparation, risk management, emotional detachment, compounding, journaling, and resilience work together, they form a powerful system. Each habit supports the others. At this point, your results become more predictable, not because markets are controlled, but because you are. This is where small accounts turn into serious growth. Psychology stops being an accessory and becomes the engine driving results. In the end, turning $100 into $10,000 is not about luck, shortcuts, or secret strategies. It's about mindset, emotional control, and disciplined execution over time. Every trade, every review, and every decision is a chance to reinforce these habits. When you master your mindset, respect your rules, and focus on compounding small wins, long-term success becomes possible. The market will always test your patience and discipline. But with the right mental framework, you can navigate those challenges and remain consistently profitable. So the final question is this: are you willing to choose discipline over impulse, consistency over excitement, and long-term growth over short-term emotion? Your answer determines whether your $100 stays just a number, or becomes the foundation for real financial transformation. If this video spoke to you and you're serious about becoming a disciplined, consistent trader, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Every video here is built to train your mindset, strengthen your discipline, and help you grow step by step.